Hello, all of my wonderful, crazy, and amazing Viking friends out there. I am so happy you can join me today because, well, we all heard of Scotch eggs. Oh, the Scotch. But have we heard of Viking eggs? Stay tuned. Now, all a Scotch egg is a soft boiled egg, maybe 4 minutes, maybe 5 minutes at most. And then it is cooled, peeled, and wrapped in some sort of sausage or hamburger meat or something like that. And then it is rolled in a flour mixture, usually either a corn flour mixture or a flour mixture. And then it is deep fried. And it is a staple around the world. It is delicious. But, well, for my carnivore, ketovore, and keto friends, Scotch egg just doesn't do it. So, this is where we decided to Viking it up and make it something special. And this recipe will be a showstopper, guaranteed. Now, for this recipe, we are going to use a sausage. I just purchased the sausage at the store, but you can get your own. You can make your own. You can use a hamburger. You can use whatever kind of minced hamburgerish kind of meat you want. And as long as it forms nice and neat around an egg, well, then you are golden and you are set. And then we are going to use 1 dozen eggs. Now, there are going to be a couple of eggs that you are going to mess up, and that's just the nature of the game. But we're going to give an egg 3 hard whacks on the top, simple as can be. And then we are going to peel around the top of the shell and make sure that all of the crumbles are taken off. You could do this over the sink. Tip it over into a bowl and let the egg fall out. Now, as you do this, you are going to put the eggs in one bowl and then you are going to separate out the egg yolks into a separate bowl so that you end up with one bowl of egg whites and one bowl of egg yolks. And then you are going to mix up the egg yolks so that they are nice and, well, mixed. So the next step is a twofold process. First, I am going to beat the fish snot out of the egg whites. Next, I'm going to put the egg shells in a pan like so. Now you can put marbles and rocks or pebbles or whatever, or even foil balls in the bottom to make these a little bit sturdier. But once you put water in, it should be okay as long as you don't bring to a hard boil. That's the key. You want to soft boil these. So let's get started. So this next part, you want to open up the hole of the egg just ever so slightly so that you can fill this with some of your egg white. Now you're going to make a mess. It's inevitable. Don't worry about making a mess. It's okay because the end result is actually really pretty. It's just getting these stuffed with the egg whites that you are going to be concerned with. And then I'm going to put these upright. I know it's a mess right now. And this one wasn't opened large enough, so I'm going to have to open it just a little bit more here. Yes, you are going to make a mess, and it is okay. That's part of cooking. Ah! Make sure everything is standing upright, and then fill this with water and put it on the stove. After putting about 1 inch of water into the pot, I put it on the stove and, well, I'm bringing it up to a boil now. It is going to boil for the next 5 to 10 minutes, depending on, well, how well it cooks. And meanwhile, I had quite a bit of egg white left. So I decided to take a third of a cup of yogurt and a third of a cup of collagen powder and a teaspoon of baking powder and mix it all together. I threw it in a glass container and I threw it into the oven. I'm going to bake this 350 probably for about 10 to 15 minutes. I'm going to check the middle to see how well it bakes. I've never baked bread like this before, but we'll try it out, see if it's a failure or see if it's a success. I will let you know at the end. Meanwhile, I'm going to check on the eggs again and see if they are done. Now, at this point in time, the eggs are now done and I am going to let them cool down. Now, after these eggs have cooled down a bit and you can handle them, it is time to fill them with the yolk mixture. So we are going to poke a hole in the top with a stick. I'm using just a generic chopstick. And I'm going to fill the hole up with the mixture. Now it's going to get messy. There is no doubt about it. But you are going to fill this hole and it's going to fill in all the gaps as well. If you want it to be a little bit cleaner, you could use a baking muffin pan and put these in a muffin type dish and see about baking these in the oven. I'm not sure how that's going to work out because, well, I haven't done that before. But I just thought about it and it might make your life a little bit easier. I'm having fun making a mess. Okay, I'm going to do the rest of these and I will get back to you in just a second. And I'm going to bring these back to a boil for 7 minutes. After the eggs thoroughly cooked, I turned off the stove and I let the eggs cool. Meanwhile, I brought out the bread. And, well, it looks pretty good actually. I was going to cut into it. Sometimes my knives are just overkill for things. That's okay. All right. It's really eggy. I don't know. Didn't really turn out. Okay, well, let's taste it. Doesn't taste bad. It's really eggy though. Now that our eggs are handleable, I can peel them just like a normal hard-boiled egg, and then I can cover them in our sausage or hamburger mixture. So after I've peeled the eggs, they've turned out like this. Now, some of them don't look as pretty as others, but I took the prettiest ones and I went ahead and started covering with sausage. Now, like I said, you could cover with beef, you could cover with all sorts of different things, lamb, bison, even turkey or chicken. And I'm going to go ahead and lay down some Gouda because Gouda makes everything good. And then I'm going to lay down the egg. And then you could lay down also either turkey, ham, chicken, any kind of, even bacon if you want. And then go ahead and cover. Now make sure that the meat on the inside has been thoroughly cooked. And then you want to cover and make into a ball. And sometimes it sticks out. That's okay. I just go ahead and cover it with more sausage. It's okay. Just keep on. Now, if you want, you could also add some jalapenos in here or some cream cheese. You could add other things if you really, really wanted to. It is completely up to you. I am having trouble getting everything in here, like so. You hear the dogs in the background here, but okay. Well, I am going to call that a day. I put some butter in this pan and heated it up to, I should have another couple of, there we go. All right, so I'm going to heat it up to medium high. This one got really big. And then I'm going to go ahead and let that fry up for about 5 minutes and then flip them over in another 5 minutes and then keep on turning them until they are completely done all the way around. So see you back in a minute.
One eternity later.
That is hot. At the 5 minute mark, I went ahead and I flipped them and rotated them, and they look actually really good now. So I'm kind of excited to see how they taste, but I'm going to wait until Hans comes and taste them. Oh, Hans! He's trying a bite. He's chewing. He has a look on his face. He likes it! I love it. This is great. Well, everyone, it has been great. Nobody filled my cup up. I am empty. I am dry. So I'm going to have to go find some kind of beverage of some sort. But maybe that could be the next video. I'm not sure. So until next time, my friends, I would scold, but I'm going on empty. So anyway, lycka till. You could do this over the sink and then tip it over. Oops. It kind of looks like brains in a weird way. And I'm going to let the eggs cool until they're handleable. Handleable. That's a hard word to say.